Okay, do your claps.
Twinkle fingers. 1, 4, 7.
Yes.
Increments of 3.
Ow. I hope you didn't confuse anybody.
Who would be confused?
Graham would be confused. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the CoGPod episode 58. We're all here. Hopefully this time you heard intro music. Because last week Luke forgot to put it and we were going to change it, and then we're like, nah, mate, never mind. It's not worth it.
I bet 0% of people noticed. I didn't even notice, and I listened to the whole damn thing.
Well, it was kind of weird. It was like, not very many people, but it's like, I listened back and I'm just like, hey, everybody, what's up? I'm like, oh, shit, we didn't have our intro music. But we're lazy.
This is what happens when I'm allowed to edit by myself.
Nobody.
The one time.
The one time you edit by yourself. What's up, everybody? What y'all been up to this week? Anything cool?
Oh, stupid Christmas stuff and
Not Christmas. I haven't even shopped for anything.
I did some of that today. It was horrible.
Speaking of which, so when I was at the hospital, this is the only funny story I had from it. So apparently when I was they were putting me under sedation or whatever. I don't remember this. I was already out. But apparently I was talking about Christmas shopping, and I was like, I got all my Christmas shopping done. Y'all, I didn't buy one thing yet. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
You're shopping like a man. That's how men do it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Also, I wanted to tell you, mostly Nick, but so you know how typically you go under anesthesia, like in the waiting room before they take you into the OR? So for this, they did what was called twilight anesthesia. So I went all the way into the OR.
She sparkled.
Right? So I go all the way in the OR, and it's like a scary movie or an alien abduction in there. Like all the big circle lights are above you. They lay you flat on the table. There's a million people in scrubs with masks, and then like they put the belt across your waist, and I'm still awake. They spread my arms apart on these arm things that stick out and tie my arms down like I'm on the cross, and I'm like, when are you going to put me under? She's like, oh, yeah, we'll do that right now real quick. You might feel... And then I was out. Like, she didn't finish her sentence, and then I was
That's completely different from how I thought the story was going to go.
But no, it was just... If you've never been in an OR, like awake, they are as creepy as they look on TV. It's pretty...
You want to know
freaky.
something extra creepy about it?
What?
A small percentage of people appear to be affected by anesthesia and actually are not.
Oh, I know. They can feel everything, but they can't speak or voice it. Oh, God, that's my worst fear. Yeah. Luckily, that didn't happen to me.
I thought your story was going to go is I thought where you're a ginger, it takes more anesthesia to put you out. I thought you were going to be like...
not.
When are you going to put me out? And they're like, oh my God, you're not asleep yet?
No, I was out right away. And then I woke up in recovery and was clear-headed like straight away. I was like, can I have a Sprite, please? Not water. I asked for a Sprite. And then Luke came back and that was it. But, I mean, I was done in like 30 minutes. So with Twilight, like you just go under and then right back out. So that's why they wait till the very last second. They wait till the doctor is like ready to go before they do it. Just to make it quick.
She showed up. She's like, let's do this.
If I ever have to be in that situation, I'm gonna pretend that I passed out early. Like I'm gonna just like go out right away, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, ah.
No, Nick, Jesus. You don't want to scare your doctors like that?
Hey,
good Lord.
A little bit.
Oh, God.
They wouldn't be good doctors if they got scared. I want a different doctor.
Can't be the first person who thought of this.
True.
No,
definitely not. But anyway, besides that, I was going to say, and I forgot to last time because I was so out of it still when we recorded, like a thank you to all the friends and family that texted me, called me, came by and brought me gifts and food and stuff afterwards. It helps to know that I'm
You get
loved.
hungry when you're under some anesthesia.
We did get like a million desserts. Everybody brought us dessert items.
Here,
like,
you just had stuff happen. Get Get fat with dessert.
Get fat.
Here's the most unhealthy thing we can give you.
They're like, chocolate cures everything. And then they
I would have
you
probably
know,
just
like, quinoa and celery and shit.
What is this shit?
It's a
No, it
quinoa
was good.
basket. It's a superfood.
Anyway. Quinoa.
Yeah,
quinoa.
that's what I call it. Quinoa.
I didn't know how to say it for the longest time.
Yeah.
I smell curry. It smells real good.
You know what's good with curry?
What kind of curry are they making?
I don't know. It just smells delicious.
Rice.
Quinoa.
Sometimes they forget to start the rice, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't start the rice, but everything else is done."
I got a
Oh, no.
serious
It takes
question about the rice. Are they
It's not
throwing
minute rice.
cloves into the rice when they cook it?
No, they use cardamom pods.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's good.
Okay. They pass.
So, randomly also, I was listening to the other day our episode from like this time last year, and I was talking about our Christmas party at work and how everything was Mexican food, like tacos and burritos for Christmas.
that's your favorite.
And Nick was
now.
laughing about, yeah, and it was funny, but this year we're doing spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
It's not Christmassy at all.
Sketty.
That's way better than
Why?
Christmas. Spaghetti's awesome.
I guess, but it's just weird. Like, that's not a Christmas dinner.
Spaghetti's like what you buy and eat when
Hold
you're
on, let's
drinking
dress up
47
and-
cents.
Well,
in
no,
your
I mean,
account.
it's,
Saucy
there's
food.
400
Yeah.
people to feed, so it's way cheaper
Yeah,
to make
obviously.
spaghetti for everybody. But
Pasta
still,
is like the easiest in mass
Yeah.
group food to make.
Yeah.
I
I
hope
just
they're
thought it was
making
funny
the
'cause I
noodles
just
in
listened
house.
to that. They do. They have like a million crock pots that
No, I
we
think-
use for this stuff.
I'm sure,
I'm not
Luke,
from
you've
scratch.
done
Oh, no,
this,
not
but
from
have
scratch.
you made noodles from scratch?
I have before. Yeah.
Is it not the worst
takes forever.
thing and most
It's
pointless
probably
thing
the
you
worst
could
thing
ever
ever.
do?
It's not bad for if you have one of the little machines.
Like the attachment for your
Yeah.
KitchenAid or whatever.
It comes out better, but it's not enough better to make it ever worthwhile
to be
for me.
worth the effort.
Never.
No joke. Not in ever.
In ever,
Yeah.
Tom.
Nope. What'd you do this week, Luke?
Smells
I
bad.
played some Horizon Zero Dawn again.
Oh yeah, you got the DLC, right?
Yeah. And I finally did the would you say, Grim?
took you that long?
As he's drinking a beer.
Yeah. I saw your face. And what'd I do? I finally finished the New Game Plus because I always said I wanted to go back after they finally implemented New Game Plus, and I beat that on ultra hard, and I got all the face paints and focus, different colors and stuff. And then I started a new game on very hard to do the DLC and stuff, and I'm almost done with the DLC, I think. I've been taking my time with it like I did with the original game and going around and uncovering everything, doing all little side quests and doing all
Did you
that
find
before
any
the main story
secrets
part.
with the DLC like you did with the regular game?
Nothing that was worthy of making a video of, I don't think.
I wonder how many hits that video's up to.
I don't know. I can look.
You
but-
should Google it real quick while I tell them.
Yeah.
So you guys remember it was this time last year as well that Luke got that cinch controller because he did it. He showed everybody on the
Oh.
live ball HomeCog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He broke it already.
What?
I didn't break
Did you
it.
throw
So
it?
it's got 4 buttons on the back, right?
No.
So it has the 4 buttons on the back of the handles,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and 3 of them went out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what happened was, my right thumbstick was drifting, and so I was like, oh well, I need to take them out and clean them with alcohol, the little actuator points. So I took the whole thing apart and I did it and put it back together, and then for some reason the left trigger
hmm
was intermittently not working. It was just kind of
And that kind of
forth.
happened with the other controller that broke too, right?
No, that was the
trigger.
that was the right trigger. Sorry, it was the left bumper, the L1.
Oh,
So the right trigger on the other one broke.
Okay.
But I replaced that. So I took it apart and I went in where like the little circuit board thing is where all the pads touch, and I cleaned all that with alcohol and
Mm-hmm.
made sure all the contacts were clean and put it all back together. And then when I was putting it back together, the way Cinch does it is they have a little ribbon that goes between where all the buttons go, and it goes over the top, and then has a bunch of wires that connect to the points on the buttons themselves and on the back of the circuit board, because you can remap the 4 buttons in the back to any button. And one of the little tiny wires that comes from one of the buttons, the soldering point broke. So,
But pretend you don't know that because he wasn't supposed to open it up and take it apart
doesn't matter.
himself.
I was already out of warranty, so it doesn't really matter. So what I got to do now is
Send it back.
probably send it back and have them just repair it, or I don't know. I could probably do it if I get a soldering gun.
What's
Or
the
just
typical
don't worry about
it.
lifetime of one of these anyway? What's the typical lifetime?
I mean, more than a year. These actually last a lot longer than the scuffs because the paddles break on the scuffs.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. Like the buttons work great. They still,
But you've only had it a year.
well, they still have good actuation. The only it's only because I took it apart.
Oh.
That's the only reason it broke.
Luke,
It
Luke,
wasn't
don't-
because of.
Don't fix it, because Destiny 2 is bad anyway.
I know, but
Luke's just rough on his controllers and his keyboard.
well,
like
that
the
had
way he
nothing to
types.
do with it.
Oh, sure.
It was just that the thumbstick was drifting a little bit, and that's probably just from the original, little actuators that were in there.
Oh. Okay.
So,
with Horizon Zero Dawn, going back a step,
oh right,
that video that he posted originally,
Mhm.
like with the farming spot, y'all remember that? Has 6,000 views.
almost
Very
That's
nice.
crazy.
almost 6K.
That's like the biggest one out of anybody in our
Yeah.
crew.
Are you
No,
monetized
Grim
or
has-
what?
Actually, I should look because I have over 3,000 on my Blue Yeti vs. Samson video.
Yeah, so you should be able to be.
I think you have to have 10K total.
Yeah, but
do.
you can probably turn it back on. You have to ask to turn it back on, though. It doesn't automatically come
So
back.
no, probably not.
Yeah.
I'm getting close though.
Oh,
I'm,
then
if
I
I get
think-
another video good.
On top of asking to turn it back on, you also have to individually turn it back on for each of your videos once they
On
say
every
okay.
single one.
Mhm.
Mhm,
Nice.
Pain in the ass.
for sure.
But it's really good. It feels like it wasn't like a chintzy, cheap expansion. It actually improved. Like it made a big new area. There's at least 3. Like they kind of modified a lot of the original machines, but there are at least 3 brand new ones also that are fucking bastards and really aggressive.
Didn't you say that on the very difficult or like hardcore mode, then you don't see the health bars of the
Yeah.
enemies?
On ultra hard, when I went through that, you don't have health
That would
bars.
be tough.
You do basically half as much damage. They do twice as much damage to you. And yeah, there's a lot of significant changes, but on very hard, they do like 1.5 times more and you do 1.5 times less or something like that. So it's still tough, but yeah, ultra hard was tough. I did the full playthrough on that though. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Ignore that sound. Nothing fell. It was the cat.
We're watching cat
Yeah.
acrobatics in behind you.
Yeah.
Grim, have you been playing anything this week?
Somewhat. I bought Xenoblade 2.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, on Switch, right?
How was that?
It's pretty good. It's nice because, wherever you see, generally, as long as you can climb up to it, you can go there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's pretty cool.
You
Did you get to play it much? Because I know you were really busy this week. Like, did you actually get to put in time?
I'm not that far in. I got through one major kind of boss fight, but not really. I mean, it's a long game in general, but I'm enjoying it. I like the combat and everything. You kind of gachapon your weapons in that game. So there's
Really?
things called blades, and you get a blade crystal and you bind it to your character, and they come out as
Interesting.
different types of weapons. So there's fist weapons, there's swords, there's lances, there's a couple others. There's a ball that has spikes on it. You volleyball it.
So is it all RNG then for your weapons?
In a way, yeah, because you can add stuff to it too to give it stats, and you can get rare ones, kind of like your Final Fantasy games and stuff on mobile.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds cool.
If we had a Switch, maybe I'd look into that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nick, you didn't really play any games this week, did you? But you did some Christmassy stuff, right?
No, I did play one game.
What'd you play?
Overwatch.
Nope. I haven't even touched
What
that.
was
yet.
it?
It is called Doki Doki Literature Club.
What is that?
Wait, was that
I
on the
saw,
list?
No, I saw. What's funny is what pops up on my Facebook all day, every day is the Doki Doki crate, where it's they send you cutesy stuff every month or whatever from Japan.
Yeah.
So, what is this game? What even is it?
It is, at first glance, a visual novel about being a guy at a school and all these cute girls, and you talk to them and stuff like that.
Sounds like Tank School.
And it's all 2D anime style or manga style. And then all of a sudden, about 45 minutes in, it's suddenly a horror game.
Oh, snap.
And it's terrifying, and it's the only game I've ever played, only movie I've ever watched where I said, you know what, I can't do this right now. I'm shutting this off and going to bed.
Oh, wow.
And then
It's got to be pretty bad for that to happen.
Oh, yeah. They warn you 3 times in the beginning on 3 separate occasions that if you have mental problems, that you should not play the game.
Oh.
Because it
So what are
breaks
you doing
into
playing it?
reality. I know. I don't listen to I don't listen to that stuff. But I had read a tiny spoiler and I kind of knew what was coming up. And when it happens, it's so devastating. Even if you know it's coming. If you didn't know it was coming, I don't know how people don't die. But
That bad, huh?
yeah, you should definitely play it.
Kind of makes me want to check it out just for that. Like something to actually scare me.
Hey,
For
it
once.
actually
Why don't you play
breaks
that
into
Little
the
Nightmares game?
Oh, that too would be nice, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry. I've been really out of it still.
This game sort of breaks into reality. It breaks what is it they call it? The fourth wall?
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
Is it called the fourth wall?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Where's
when
the
you,
third wall?
when you,
No, you almost
it's
said
fourth
it.
wall when you interact with
Yeah.
the person that is
It's
watching
like when,
you.
like when Wayne on Wayne's World talks to the camera.
Yeah.
It's breaking the
Yeah,
fourth
that's
wall.
breaking
kind
the
of
fourth
It's like
wall.
breaking the immersion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at her face.
Well, at
let me
one point,
screenshot
this
that.
game crashes itself. It purposely crashes. And when you start it up, there's
You're
something.
spoiling stuff. Stop.
Wow.
Don't give any spoilers.
He just
No,
did.
no,
I
it
might
won't.
check it
It
out.
won't even fucking matter.
Da, 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 da.
After she plays it, keep an eye on her for a couple days, please.
Oh, that bad. Now I'm kind of excited to check
Yeah,
it
I
out.
know.
Also, Nick related news. What's today, Nick? What special day is today
Wednesday.
that you celebrate? No. Whose birthday is today?
Oh, yeah. It is my wife's birthday, Taylor Swift.
That's right. Do you want to sing happy birthday to Taylor Swift?
I do not. She's the singer in this family.
It was so funny. So earlier, whenever we found out it was her birthday, I was like, "Oh, Luke, guess what? That means Taylor Swift is a Sagittarius like me." He's like, "Why the fuck would you even know that?" Like, what?
What's scary is she's
And I'm like, a
younger
lot
than
of pop
me.
stars are, because Britney Spears is also a
It
Sagittarius.
was the most random
Wow.
shit because she never talks about like horoscopes or anything.
I
And then
don't
all of a
read
sudden
them.
she's like, oh, Taylor Swift's a Sagittarius? That's cool. And I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
She secretly
My
studies it
mind's-
when you're not around.
Apparently.
No, I used to read my horoscopes all the time and like really believe that it was true, but it's not. So.
I have somewhere in here, I have like a little binder that somebody put together for me one time that was like my full astrological reading, like an
Your whole
in-depth,
profile.
like 50 page.
How
I
accurate
remember we
was
used
it
to get
with
those at the
charts.
mall.
I don't even know. I
There
think-
was a vending machine at Tilt where you could put in $1 and it would make the book for you that had your whole profile for your birthday.
Mm.
So
It
what's
was part of the
But it was like,
arcade.
yeah, time of birth and date and moon cycles and all that shit.
what sign are you?
Aquarius.
How about you, Grimsby?
Cancer.
I don't know if you're joking,
Are you
but
really? Yeah, I don't either.
Grim is not
That's
a
a Taurus,
Gemini.
right?
He's the one after Gemini.
A
Cancer.
Taurus?
Okay.
Are you?
Mhm.
Mm.
appropriate.
I mean, we all know your
I'm
birthday.
a crab.
I mean, it is appropriate. It makes sense.
Thanks. That hurts inside.
Oh, we
'cause
love
he's
Oh,
a
it.
crab
you
people.
wanted that.
Yeah.
You know you wanted that.
No, he's not. He's a lizard person. Come on, everybody knows that.
Yeah, there you
What was
are.
that?
The only other thing I did this week, I went back to work. Finally, I'd been off for so long. Thank God for Farmville on my tablet, because that's the only thing that kept me from losing my mind of boredom. And like going back to work after being off that long, I got pretty tired pretty fast. Like even though it's not a physical job, like it just still kind of worn out. So, but the other thing I did this week that was really cool was I finally got to voice act for the first time.
Oh.
So, you guys know our good friend Morpheus.
No, who's that?
Name is Derek. We'll put a link to his I don't know if it's really a podcast technically. I don't know what you would even call it because it's kind of a different thing. It's called That Was a Good Read, and usually it's him and his friends reviewing books. But he also started doing this thing where if he reads a little short story that he really likes, then he's going to voice act it. So there was one for a girl's part that was called A Corpse Can Be Your Imaginary Boyfriend, and it's written by Phil Hosser. And so we'll link to his stuff because it's like a flash fiction. It's just a few paragraphs is the story that I voice acted for it. And he just put that episode out, so we'll link for that. It was really cool.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And Phil Hosser, yeah, the author guy is actually here in Austin too, so that was cool to find out.
Nice.
Followed him on Twitter.
So, also, Grim, you played some Overwatch I saw a clip of.
Oh yeah, what was the clip? I didn't watch it.
Maybe you should have watched
sniping a couple maze.
I thought he was playing with snowballs.
So it wasn't sniping. It's maze snowball fight. So you one shot people.
It's sniping with a snowball.
You get one shot. That's so you have left click, and it's to throw the snowball. Then you find piles to suck in and shoot one more snowball, and your ult is like unlimited snowballs as the duration.
That sounds fun.
So you got one, ulted, and threw another one.
So it was 6v6, and I was the one person versus two other people. They should have killed me probably 3 other times before I got both of them, but I killed one, got my ult, popped it, and then killed the last one, and it got the win because we were both tied for 2v2, and it's like you best out of 3 or whatever.
It was a pretty hot play, I gotta say.
Pretty hot.
I was pretty upset because I wasn't recording when I played it, but then it was like my highlight, so I was like, oh, thank you. That's actually
nice. Wait, you don't do shadow play where you can do like the last 5 minutes or 2 minutes? Or
I don't use that because it takes up too much PC bullshit.
I think there's a way you can make it to where it does a lot less.
I mean, I
like you can do it for 1
I
minute.
should just keep
or 2
OBS
minutes.
up and record, but I don't.
Yeah.
That works.
It couldn't hurt because then if you don't have anything that you want to keep, you just delete it.
You have an Elgato, right?
Why would I use the Elgato when OBS is through my PC?
Well, Elgato has a shadow play kind of thing also.
But that costs more resources than OBS.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Dang, dude.
It may be less. Something to look into.
You could just make better plays more often, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Right?
Probably that.
That's right.
Or just always strim.
No.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. Me three. So real quick before we do all the questions and stuff, I want to kind of re-familiarize our fan base with our website because there's been a few changes. So we took down the link to our streaming calendar because we stream so sporadically and not at set dates and times that it was kind of pointless to have a whole tab for that. So that tab was replaced with our merchandise tab, and that's where all the different t-shirt designs are located if you guys want to support us, buy a t-shirt. Also, I was thinking if there were types of products that you guys wanted us to make, say you want like a CoGPod mug or a keychain, then write in and let us know, and we'll make products that you guys want to actually purchase. If it's not just like a t-shirt, you want something else, let us know. Questions are still in the same spot, but we're filtering them out. So like we said last week, make sure they're good. But the one thing I was going to tell you, so Luke participated in the Jingle Jam Humble Bundle from the Yogscast, right? So they do this Jingle Jam every year on Twitch for, it's like 2 or 3 weeks that they're like almost live all the time, right?
It's all of December.
All of December for Jingle Jam. And they've raised over $4 million so far for charity. And they're still going. And it includes like a humble bundle with a bazillion different games in it. So Luke got it. And whichever ones he's not going to keep, we don't want to spoil it yet. We want it to be kind of like surprise gifts. We're going to give away game keys for those. Yep. So how you're going to enter is you're going to go to Twitter and follow me. Just look for the CoGPod hashtag, or my Twitter is linked on the website. So follow me. And then each time I'm going to give away a game key, I'll tweet it out. All you have to do is like and retweet the post to be entered, and then we'll draw a winner each time. It'll be like Christmas gifts for gamers.
Yeah.
And there'll be some good ones.
I've got some stuff for you, Nick, already.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know you like Vermintide, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's like a hat helmet thing as one of the things for that, but
also, I can't win this.
No, I'm going to give that to you.
Oh.
The stuff I'm not keeping.
Then I already won.
For that. And then But there's
Suck at other players.
there's also a Vermintide 2 beta invite key in there
Ooh.
that I'm going to give you.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate that.
yeah, and then I'm sure I'll find something for Grimsby in there too.
Yeah. And we'll give away the rest of the stuff we're not going to keep.
Leave me the fuck
So.
alone.
Go to the website, follow me on Twitter to play along and win some gifts.
Hey, if we all want to play Guild Wars 2 again, we can do that
Why?
Oh, you've got
because
that
that's
now?
in there too.
Oh.
But everybody has that, right?
We already
I
have
have
it,
that,
but
yeah.
we can
But
give
there's
that
a
one
newest
away.
expansion.
Yeah, and I got 25% off that expansion also in there. So if we want to play it, I can.
It's got
Like,
horses.
legitimately, 2 or 3 times a week, I get a text in the middle of the night saying, your arena net code is this, because it's somebody trying to hack
Oh,
into
my
my Guild
goodness.
Wars account.
Happens all the time.
It's like literally 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm like, yo,
Why do they
I'm not
want
gonna
it
get
so
in.
bad?
It texts it to me. I don't even know. It's like a level 12 hunter. Like, there's no point to
lead
even,
account.
like, it's stupid.
Oh, did I ever tell you the first time I played Guild Wars 2? Like, I played for a couple weeks and then I quit. And this was way, way back vanilla, like as soon as it came out. And I just stopped playing it, didn't think about it. And then one day I was like, I want to try that game out again. And I couldn't log in. I'm like, oh, what the hell? So I did a reset password, reset it, logged in, and I had a level 80 mesmer.
Whoops.
somebody had hacked in, leveled to 80 by farming, like gold farm selling. And I'm like, sweet, thanks.
Thanks, bro.
so I had a bunch of shit. Like I had a bunch of gold and a level 80 mesmer to start with.
Clearly,
So-
that was before 2-factor authentication was.
Yeah.
Yes, that was before I had that on there.
I've kind of
But I
got
thought
a
it was really funny.
related story to that. I might have told it before. This is back when I played WoW. Horrible, I know. Horrible.
Wait, that nerd game? Nerd?
Yeah, that nerd game that
Hey,
someone
Grandma,
else is
what
playing.
are you leveling up in WoW right now?
Monk?
Monk.
Nerd.
That's like one class I've never played, actually.
But what happens is when you transfer a character to another realm, they refund all your points and you have to respend them. Well, I transferred a character, they refunded all the points, but they also left all the points allocated. So I was able
like
to...
in your talent tree?
Yeah. So I was able to buy everything from every branch. And the
Whoa.
first thing I did is I immediately went into PvP, like Warsong Gulch, and I ran to the middle, and everyone started pouring out from the outside, and I was just like blasting them over and over again. From
Oh my god.
It was
Jeez.
awesome. I love being overpowered.
That's interesting.
I know.
Cheater.
I-
Hacks.
I don't like picking on people who can defend themselves. What can I say?
Oh man. We should all play something now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
some
play
Overwatch.
Minecraft.
I know. God, don't even bring it up.
No one likes Minecraft.
Jesus.
I know,
We've
but
got
I
just the
wanna-
I
right
like
amount
it.
of people for Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true. We
Oh,
could,
yeah, we
but
never
the
did.
PvE version's still not free.
I
That
hate
version
Fortnite.
sucks anyway. It's no good. It's garbage.
Oh.
The free one's where it's at.
Everybody wants to play the BR.
Yep.
What's BR?
Battle Realm, is that what they call
Oh.
it?
Battle Royale.
Something like that.
Battle Royale.
Royale,
Bread
that's it,
rape.
thank you.
God. What?
Bread rape. It's bread rape.
Bread Rum.
What?
Oh, I
That's
could have
not
said
it
that.
either.
I could have said that. I suppose. Didn't have to go for right for the bad word.
We know where Nick's mind goes.
Yeah.
He's just hungry. He wants some carbs.
I do need to log in and play some Overwatch during this holiday,
Oh,
though,
yeah,
so I
I
can
do
finally
too.
buy. I need to buy the May skin at the end if I haven't got it yet, because I missed it last year. The May claws.
The new
I got,
game
like,
mode sounds
every-
fun.
Yeah.
What
I got
new game mode?
the one Grim was just talking
Oh,
about.
the
there's two
snowball
of 'em.
thing?
No, the new
Oh, really?
one.
The Winston one.
New?
What's that?
Chill,
You
Winston.
get 4 stakes and you have to kill all the maze that are chasing you. So it's like the game Evolve, where you have 5 maze chasing a Winston, but you only get 5 lives. So the game ends
Oh,
when
that's-
5 people die, but you can respawn, so you can die twice and be the asshole that died twice.
Oh, nice. I'm going to be that asshole.
But whenever he
Okay.
goes
That's
like
awesome.
ultimate mode, you just hide. But people don't hide. They just try to
No,
fight
of course
him.
not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
That's the way it
Everyone
always
thinks
is.
they can do it.
It's the same thing as in Destiny. They're like, oh, that guy's super, and let's run over there.
Yeah.
Instead of just like
Let's get a close
running.
up on this.
Hey, my name is Jeb, and I'm a rancher from Oklahoma. And when I'm not eating beans and coleslaw, I'm listening to the CoGPod. Okay, so you guys ready to answer some questions? We got quite a few to get through. There were some that people wanted to submit that were very similar to some of the holiday questions we already answered last week. So we're going to we trimmed those down. So Spuds McKenzie, which is Richard, he's been on a couple times. He wants to know, what's the weirdest holiday tradition you would like to take part in, either in the U.S. or outside the U.S.? So not necessarily one that you've done, but one you would like to do. I would like to be in Asia eating KFC.
You can do that here.
Well, I know, but I want to do it over there.
Why?
I don't know.
They have a better menu.
It's part of the thing.
They have a better menu
It's part
for
of
one.
the tradition.
Yeah,
I
it was a
don't think
genius
that's
marketing
part of the
thing.
tradition.
No, it is over there.
It is. It's a big deal.
It's like for the
I
last
think they
30
do
years
hot
now.
pots.
It's a genius marketing. Well, depending on where you're at.
I'm just saying, that's what I want to
But
do.
the KFC thing was.
Don't
like a
you bring
marketing
facts
thing, and
into
now
this.
it's a big deal.
Just
You're ruining Amanda's dreams for no good reason.
Well,
That's
Stop
right.
it.
that's what I do.
We already
isn't
established
No,
he's cancer, remember?
Where exactly is it that they do the KFC?
I don't know.
Is it China?
I think so.
Is it like
I didn't want to be wrong, so that's why I said Asia.
damn
Thanks,
it.
Luke. Jesus Christ.
this Oriental tradition?
That's not only only rugs and things can be
No,
Oriental.
that's why I said it was a joke.
Jackassery. Nick,
Yes.
God.
what weird tradition or different tradition
Weird.
do you want to...
Wow, why
he
is it
said
weird?
weird. I didn't say it.
Let's
Richard
get
said
weird.
it. Jesus.
That's racist.
So what kind of tradition do you want to do that you haven't?
I
Basically.
just learned not long ago that in Iceland, everyone goes the day before Christmas and gives everybody books, and then they go home and lay in bed and read the books and eat chocolate. So that sounds
Who
fun.
fucking
awesome.
reads books?
I read
That sounds
books.
cool.
Cool people, Grim.
Guess I'm
I
a
should.
loser.
That's right. Play video games.
No
you
bad
loser.
chocolate for you.
Dude, I had a dark chocolate Toblerone. I don't want to talk about it. It was delicious.
Oh,
Ugh.
Was that today or just like in the past?
No, it was like Monday.
Oh,
I
it's
ate
so
all of it.
memorable.
since
In
he's
one
been eating
sitting.
it since Monday.
No,
'Cause it's like
I ate it
so
in one
big, you
sitting.
Oh God!
Have you guys
vomit.
seen those giant ones that are like
Yeah, no.
3-pound
yes.
Toblerones?
That's the one he had, probably.
Wouldn't even fit inside you.
Are there any
This is
different?
getting
Whoa.
lewd.
Wow. Are there any different traditions that you want to take part in, Grimsby?
I don't even look up traditions, so I don't fucking know. Maybe.
I know.
Yeah, he
I
wants to
know.
eat Hot Pots. Come on.
I just want to
Hot
eat
Pots.
hot pots. Hot
Hot
pockets.
pot's good.
Give me a
Pockets.
hot pockets.
Hot pockets.
No one wants to eat Hot Pockets. That's a depression thing.
No,
I
they just
like
burn the roof of your
Hot
mouth.
Pockets. They do. Why is that?
They're still frozen on
Because
the
they're
middle. Oh, we're
fucking
turning,
hot.
yeah.
Yeah, they are. You
We're
got to
turning
stab
into
them
a-
with a fork whenever you
We're
do.
turning into a Jim Gaffigan skit here.
Oh, sorry.
Watch out. Yeah.
Who?
Luke?
So, I learned a few years ago about a giant straw goat that a town in
burn it?
Iceland, I want to say.
Oh, they're doing lots
Yeah,
in
they do.
Iceland.
Yeah, I think it was Iceland. Is that right?
I don't
You're just
remember
saying it
where.
because Nick said it.
I
Was
know.
it
that's what-
Scotland?
no, it wasn't. It was one of the Nordic countries, I believe.
Luke and I
okay.
are just planning our
Um,
vacation next year, so.
I know. So, but they built this giant straw goat, and you're not supposed to burn it, but it's burned down almost every year for
It's
like
like a
20
tradition
years.
for someone to burn it
And
down.
sometimes it burns
Burn
down
that
more than
fucking
once.
goat. How do
Yeah,
you burn
and-
it twice?
and- no, like they rebuild it. They have a backup one, but I want to go there just to like see it burn. I don't think I'd be the one to burn it. Apparently, an
I'll watch the
American
goat
burned it
burn.
one year and got arrested for
He
it.
got
And-
burned.
Yeah, but I think that'd be cool to like just take part in because you know it's gonna burn at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, this
See that.
turned into an awesome
Cool.
question. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a second part of it where he asked, what's the weirdest holiday foodstuffs that you've eaten, either a main food type or a dessert? I've never eaten, but I tasted one bite of and then spit out immediately fruitcake, which apparently is like
Oh.
a holiday thing that everybody gets.
I
That's
never understood it.
disgusting.
Does anybody ever?
Does anybody like it?
Yeah.
No. So why do we do that?
Old
I
people,
think it's like
maybe.
just a joke now at this point.
Gross.
I'm gonna mail you a
But-
fruitcake.
The poundage
What
on
was-
that is going to be ridiculous. They weigh 45 pounds.
I know.
Like, I remember something about, I think it was the first Harry Potter. And it was such a joke
Of
that.
course it was.
Yeah, shut up. They said like he like used a
Whoa.
piece of fruitcake to nail in like a piece of wood on the
I
door.
know
Literally.
about him nailing fruitcake.
And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit ridiculous and over the top to say it's that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I also
make
hate
it, huh?
eggnog.
I was about to say eggnog,
I hate eggnog.
but you don't like
It
it.
grosses
But
me.
you
So
like
I've never had
alcohol.
alcoholic eggnog. No. We never had. Have you ever had alcoholic eggnog?
Yeah, I have. It's disgusting.
See, I'd never had it.
Like, I don't like milky alcohol
That's
drinks.
true. You don't like White Russians or anything
No.
good.
Kahlua.
racist.
Just need to get
Clue's
fucked
not-
up first.
Clue's not milky.
I know, but people put Kahlua in their
Well, because it's a
milky
White Russian.
drinks. Yeah.
Anyway, I never had alcoholic eggnog, and we got some eggnog from the store, and I'm like, I'm gonna try a little bit with some whiskey in it because bourbon.
Ew, whiskey?
Yeah, bourbon or brandy is what people typically put in it, and so I had a little bit of bourbon, and I was like, put it in there, and it's not bad actually. It's
That's
got a little
'cause the
spice.
alcohol.
Yeah, well,
It makes it taste better.
it thins it out too. It's too thick.
That's the
otherwise.
problem is the
You're too
texture.
thick.
It's really gross.
Shut up! I've been trying.
It's like trying to drink pudding.
Oh, I do like pudding, though.
I do like
Yeah,
drinking
I
but-
hate
pudding.
eggnog, but I love pudding.
I just thought, I wonder if you froze eggnog, if it make it good.
No,
True.
don't try it. Don't try
Make a
it.
good
Please don't do
weapon.
that.
It'll like fuck up the components of it with some weird science shit.
Science.
What are you trying to
Done by
tell us right
science.
now?
If it's alcoholic eggnog, probably, yeah. But just like straight eggnog, I bet if you froze it,
Yeah,
it'd
the
be like a popsicle.
sugars or something will fuck up in it.
Oh, you're making me sick just thinking about
Ice
it.
cream has sugar in it.
No, fuck off. It's different.
What holiday foods are gross to you, Grim?
That wasn't even the question.
Kind of, yeah, it was.
Read the question again.
The weirdest holiday food stuffs that you've eaten.
That has nothing to do with what's the grossest thing
Well,
you've
weird
eaten.
and gross, whatever. It can be either one. I was
So-
saying gross stuff.
So, those little smokies, we have those every Christmas at my grandma's house.
Oh, those are great.
in barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah,
I-
always.
I don't know why. I'm
Delicious.
just like,
I
they're there
forgot
every year.
about that. There always used to be, like at my grandparents, a crock pot of those just going all day. I guess it's just to tide people over,
Yep.
while they're
Must
just
be an old
watching.
people thing.
Hmm,
I guess.
never heard of it.
Well, you're
What,
Canadian.
really?
So
Didn't
fuck
they-
off.
So
What?
in the crock pot, didn't they have them in like a Bush's baked beans mix?
Basically.
And it's all just little wieners
That
in the
depends.
baked beans?
Yeah, little wieners. You never had little
I love,
smokies?
I love little wieners.
There-
You make pigs in a blanket with them.
Yeah.
They're so good.
You get croissants and slice them and
Croissant.
then wrap them and make little pigs in a
But,
blanket
but you take
croissant.
these little
Croissant.
wieners and throw them in barbecue sauce and let them boil all day?
in a crock pot.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, they get super hard. by
Or
the
a
end of the
slow
day,
cooker
like-
for you Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it- we call it
They don't
both.
really get hard. They get like elasticy.
Oh,
almost
that
when
sounds
they get-
grosser.
You know what I'm talking about when they've been in there all
But when you
day.
make them into pigs in a blanket, then you dip them in mustard, which I know Nick would like. He likes
yeah,
mustard.
I do love mustard.
I don't think he likes mustard.
Oh.
No. No.
I just don't store it where you can see it anymore.
Yeah. This whole office.
I kind of
is
miss
full.
the background of the old
I know.
office.
I know.
all the sriracha and mustard.
It's changed so much there you wouldn't even recognize it now.
Oh,
Really?
man.
Yep.
I saw that they finished the construction outside of Rage Quit, so you guys are
Fucking
finally back
God.
to rolling. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Didn't make a penny for 3 months straight. That sucks.
That
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
You had just
Rough.
opened too.
I
That's
know.
rough.
Oh well. Our first day open, we made
so
like
the-
$600.
Oh well, that's good.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
That's not bad.
rolling in it.
So the next question we got that was holiday related was from Glitter. What's up, girl? She wants to know what's like the one part of the holidays that you dislike. My family.
Seeing
Whoa.
people.
Not
Definitely
yours,
seeing
mine.
people. I don't like to see people.
Yeah, that's it, Grim.
Commercialization.
Yeah. I like spending the holidays with Luke's family.
Me too.
Yeah, my family's cool.
I feel like it's always a lot of traveling and you're just tired by the end of the day. Then you have to go to work.
Yeah. No, I don't like the it's a lot of hassle.
Mm-mm.
See, you're weird.
When we went to Kansas,
That's
actually
cool.
Illinois,
That
for
was
like
cool.
a week to your brother's 3 Christmases ago? 3. And that was like the best Christmas I've had in a long time because I got to see all the kids open all the presents and like, you know, I haven't seen kids open presents since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that was
You didn't
nice.
watch yourself open presents? That's weird.
Yeah, but I had a brother, jackass.
Did you? Did you
Mhm.
imagine him?
Like, put me up on the monitor. I want to watch myself do this.
What's the part that you hate, Nick? Or disliked? Hate's a strong word.
Yeah, I don't really like receiving gifts, like giving gifts.
He hates presents.
I do hate incoming presents. I mean, I'm appreciative, but I don't want things that I didn't earn myself.
I don't mind it, but I kind of see
you're too good for
like
my
I
gifts.
prefer giving than receiving. I like to give.
Has your
Rather than
minute rice
receive.
arrived yet, by the way, Grim?
No. I'm gonna mail you all the other minute rice I've gotten.
We'll just keep exchanging 1-2 boxes of minute rice.
Back and forth.
But eventually you're just going to have it all because Graham will have it all because it takes so long to get to you. Or it's just going to be lost in transit the whole way.
It's a long process.
The horses will eat it.
Process.
Yeah, both of them will just be on their way to Nick perpetually.
It's other than that, I love the whole thing. Although I've always proposed every year, and of course it's never going to catch on, that children get the presents and adults just don't exchange presents.
That's how most of us down here do it. Like,
Yeah.
all of my friends' families just spend all the money on the kids, and that's it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how
the
it should
adults don't
be.
bother.
Well, I think within family, yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But if you don't have family or kids or anything, then, you know, I know that
Then keep
some
your
people
money.
do traditions with friends. Yeah. Or they just buy themselves something and they're
Throughout
like,
the
this
year,
is my
like, when
present.
you want it. This is my Christmas.
Yeah.
Like
Buy
my
yourself
iPad.
a nice knife.
That
or
was
something.
my birthday Christmas present was my iPad.
A nice knife.
Did you say knife?
Yeah.
Your first thing you thought of was a knife.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Murder Bird Deluxe, everybody.
Squawk.
Grim, did you have anything besides family and travel that you don't like?
I didn't say
That's
family.
enough.
I just said people. I like my family.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Oh, I thought you meant family, but like other people then.
Other people. People in general.
Well, also, I bet it's because you have to deal with people in retail, and retail around the holidays is a fucking nightmare.
No, I just don't like people at all, ever. It doesn't matter the time of the year. All you people listening to this podcast, fuck you.
If you saw the smile on his face when he said it, then you would know it's not true.
That was
No,
your
it's
best
true.
opportunity to say fuck you to the most amount of people you'll ever get.
Oh, God.
Yes. That's why I'm so
Lazarich wanted to know, what is your favorite holiday alcoholic beverage or even non-alcoholic? So for Luke, it was the eggnog, right?
No. This celebration is really good.
This is not your favorite, though, is it?
I don't know. It's really good. It's only seasonal for the holiday.
For the
so-
holiday. Hold on.
Yeah.
I have a complaint
Yeah.
right now for this question.
Okay.
Let me write this down.
People that drink for the holidays, you should just fucking drink all year round because using a holiday as an excuse for your alcoholism
No, I think you meant
is
like
annoying as shit.
holiday specific, like
The Grim
pumpkin
PSA.
spice specific. So
Just
for me,
saying.
it's like for the holidays, I like apple cider that you don't really drink any other time of the year, and then I like hot chocolate with peppermint
so
in it, maybe like a little dash of Bailey's and some little miniature mushrooms on it.
This
Mushrooms,
would be-
marshmallows. Excuse me.
Mushrooms
Excuse
in
me.
it.
Totally missed that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Marshmallows. Beg pardon.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Mushmouth.
It's really good though. What about you, Nick? Alcoholic drink or non-alcoholic for the holidays? What do you like?
Grass jelly.
Oh, fuck your
What is
grass
that?
jelly. Get out of here with
Did
your
you say
fucking
grass jelly?
Grass
Get out
jelly?
of here.
What
I have a
even
question-
is
I
that?
have a question, Nick. Is that still in your fucking game?
Yes, it is.
Get out of here. Go. Just leave.
Okay, so, interesting side note on this. I posted that today on Instagram, my can of grass jelly I was treating myself with. And one of my friends from overseas wrote, yeah, I can make that. The grass that they make it from is right outside.
But what is it though?
It's a drink
Grass
that
jelly.
has chunks of black jelly in it and stuff like that floating in it. And I can't really compare. I drink it all year round. I don't drink anything special for Christmas.
But does it have grass in it?
It's made from grass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. You can see
Oh, I
it
didn't
there
see
now.
it. Okay. There's
the
the picture.
hell?
I didn't
It
see it.
doesn't look
before.
like jelly. It looks like a
Wait,
drink.
why are you fucking using a straw out of a can?
The reason is because you got to get the little chunks up the straw. They won't come out of the can on their own.
Plus, it's better for your teeth if you drink something without a
No
straw.
one cares
then
about
it'll
teeth.
stain your teeth.
No, fuck off. No one cares about that.
It stains your teeth.
I don't care. If I'm drinking something, I'm going to stain my goddamn teeth.
Have you had grass jelly?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
I thought you might have.
But what is it?
He just explained it.
But what is it?
They
Google
make this
it.
jelly out of grass.
We'll have to Google it.
And then they cut it into little chunks and put it in a liquid, and it doesn't taste like anything else, so I can't really describe
It tastes
it.
like a drink.
Yeah.
You'll
It's
just
like-
have to
I'm
Google
so
it.
confused of
Yeah,
why
we'll
that's a
Google it.
drink, though.
Chunks in it.
Yeah, it's chunky
You think you do it like
water.
a Jello shot?
Oh no, it's not
Chunky
not
water.
all chunky like the Jello shot. It's just partial chunks.
It's like bubble tea.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
more
was gonna
chunks
say
than
the
that
closest
slightly.
thing, bubble tea.
Do you guys remember was it Fuse that had the little balls
Oh,
in it?
yeah.
Like the little jelly
Yes.
balls
Yes.
kind of things? Those were weird.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, there's only two.
Clearly Canadian
There's
was
only
the best drink back in the day.
two
though.
reactions to grass jelly. You'll either love it and can't get enough, or you'll insta vomit right on the street.
Was it like Marmite, apparently?
No.
I've heard that. Well, I heard it probably doesn't taste like it, but I've heard those are the two reactions to
I
Marmite.
don't want to
We
talk
talked
about
this
Marmite.
before. Yeah, we talked about it before. We don't want to talk about it again.
I might have actually had some Marmite.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you love it?
He hated it. I'm
It's
just gonna guess you hated
it's
it.
super salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
it's,
is.
It's the epitome of umami, apparently, is what they say.
I like umami, but this was
No? That's what they describe. That like they say that's exactly like if you're trying to describe umami flavor, you say Marmite. That's
Wow.
I say
You got above.
shiitake mushrooms.
I was gonna
that's
say
true.
that's
Mushrooms
closer.
are very umami,
Mushrooms are
yeah.
closer.
Yeah.
We got a question from Funky Ace.
what?
Yep. So
Holy shit!
he
It's been a
said-
while.
what's the most awkward thing to happen with your family during the holidays?
I don't know.
That could happen or
let me
has
see.
happened.
No, that has happened. Most awkward thing with family.
Has anyone ever had like an awkward?
I have this aunt that
Holiday.
started making fit food because she got a bypass surgery and was I'm putting up air quotes, guys, skinny. So
Air
gotta
quotes skinny.
she's like trying to get everyone to eat all this food, and we're just like, no, fuck off, we don't care. But we got to be nice because
God.
it's family Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, my brother got real mad. You remember that when we were at my parents and my brother was down, my oldest brother
Mm-mm.
was down, and he got all like pissy. And when we were playing games that one time,
That
At my
wasn't for the
parents'
holidays.
Yeah, it was.
No, that was for our wedding. We played games at our house.
No. When we played up at my parents in the kitchen there at the table, that was for Christmas. The one year they came down, like 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you know.
And they never
No.
come back.
That was awkward. No, I mean, he's super hyper competitive and doesn't like to lose.
Mm.
And if he turns very childish if he starts losing
What were
at
we
something.
playing?
I think it was like either trivia like Bezer Wizard or
Maybe I didn't play with you.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But yeah, it was. It's basically when he gets like that, it makes everybody super uncomfortable, you know, and it just makes it awkward. But other than that, I don't really think.
The only thing I could think of that ever happened to us was like maybe there might have been a time or two that my grandparents mislabeled the gifts and like I opened my brother's and he opened mine because the names were wrong.
Yeah.
And then there was one time my brother and I bought my mom a treadmill and we had to put it together like we were Santa in the middle of the night. Have you ever tried to put together a treadmill?
No.
Because fuck all, that is terribly hard. And like, I don't know if she ever got to use it because I don't know if we put it together right.
Probably not. You
I
were
don't
kids.
remember it.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
No, I don't know of any like awkward. Nothing like you know my cousin kidnapping my boss or anything like that.
That's not awkward.
Christmas
That's a crime.
vacation. Nothing that's movie worthy.
Yeah. Really drunk Santa Claus came to our family Christmas party one year. In fact, I don't recall ever having a Christmas party after that. So.
That's awesome.
Oh, I remember one. Okay, so this was when I was in college, and I was really drunk because there was a party at the dorms because finals were over, and we were having our Christmas party at work. So I go to work completely hammered, and I'm passing out gifts to everybody, and I called myself the Christmas bunny. Don't know why I did that. And my boss was like, "Hey, have you been drinking?" I'm like, "Just a little bit." And he's like, "We're going to go ahead and let you go home today." So
all right.
I was the Christmas bunny. I don't know what that even means.
I don't either.
I don't know what that means.
Have you been drinking? You might have had a Chardonnay or two.
Anything crazy, Grim? Any crazy holiday stories?
Didn't I just tell you one?
No.
I don't know. But hey, Funky, good to hear from you again, sir. For the first time ever.
I know, in a long time. Next one, I think this is the last holiday one, was from Kits.
Kits Fits.
What's up, Kits? What would be your dream Christmas winter holiday, and then what would be the worst? So, like, best case scenario, worst case scenario.
Yeah, I don't understand this potato language.
For a vacation?
Yeah, like Christmas holiday vacation.
Christmas
what's your best one? What would it be? If you could pick, what would you do? And then what's the worst option?
So as an example, she put dream being alone at a tropical resort and worst being dealing with all the family in one house.
Yeah, that was hers.
I think I know what Grim's favorite's going to be. Being alone on a trip. Oh, actually, probably not. Where would you go?
I don't want to be tropical. God, I just want
Would you go to Japan?
Just going to dig a hole and sit.
Oh.
Video games.
Oh, I'd play video games with myself.
Mine is super easy. All of your
It sure
family, with just me from my family,
Yep.
none of my family, all of your family in the same house, and it's snowing, and there's tons of food, and it's nice and warm, and there's a fire, and we make s'mores, and we watch the Christmas movies, but it's really cold and it's snowing. Worst case scenario is I have to spend all of Christmas with just my brother. just my brother and nobody else.
Mm-hmm. Nick?
I have an awesome Christmas every year, so I wouldn't change that at all.
I feel like you say the same thing about everything all the time. You're so Canadian.
But he's so happy.
Nick is like the most...
I have
like,
a good
every
life.
day.
Best episode ever that we've recorded. Every
Nick has
time.
the best outlook of anybody I've ever met in my life.
It's just, I have a very, very good life. I can't help it. It's not my fault.
You're right. Every week he's like, "This was the best time this is the best podcast we've ever
And
done."
it
Every
is.
week,
It's just
except for the
getting better
one
and
that was
better.
bad.
Oh yeah, that one was bad.
The one that was
No.
bad, and you were like,
This was
"You're like, we
garbage.
should have recorded this one."
No.
Hey, we called that one. They can't all be great.
Yeah,
Right.
that one was
That
one was garbage. but no,
But the rest have all been the best.
Everyone laughs because every Christmas, when it's over, I say, "Man, that was the best Christmas we've ever had."
Every time,
And I mean it
just
every
keeps getting
time.
better.
But a bad Christmas to me would be like not doing that. So sorry, bad
Being
answer.
alone, basically.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't care
No,
about
that's
that. I
good.
like that too. But
Yeah. Like, then you can just play Overwatch or something. Or
Yeah.
actually,
develop a game.
when I think of what would be awesome is to just like sit and not do anything. That's my I don't dream about, man, I wish I had more time to play games. Games are a hassle.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, you sound like Peter from Office Space, I just want to do nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to
It
do
is pretty nice.
Shit, man, you ain't gonna be rich to do that.
Yes, you do. You do have
Yeah.
to be rich to do nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
Luke,
As long as you want to pay your bills.
best, worst.
So the best would probably be taking a vacation somewhere new, like we just go to experience something like a goat burning or something.
Okay.
Or
2018.
like a cruise, like an Alaskan cruise, or I don't know, something just different and new, I think would be cool.
With your family?
Worst, yeah. No, just Amanda and I.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Worst case?
worst would be all of us and all of my family. No, whatever you
What
said.
I said.
I was just gonna laugh so hard if you said that.
No, that's not true. That's a middle ground somewhere. I think worst would be like if I was alone and didn't have anything to do with anybody and was just depressed and stuff.
Like if you were sitting in a hole that you had freshly dug.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you dug a hole
With
and
Grim.
just sat in it with Grim.
It's
What's
just
wrong
you
with
and
digging
Grim.
holes and sitting in them?
Sitting in a hole, it's raining, the hole's filling
I
up.
have a
Oh, yeah. If it was
Two
cold
cars
enough,
with me.
like if it was super cold, but it wasn't cold enough to freeze and snow, it'd just be like freezing rain.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst.
Oh, Jesus. That's all the holiday ones.
So I really don't honestly have an answer to this because I don't think about this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was tough. But, Grim, do you have something you would want to do for the holidays?
Not have to work.
We won't talk about that,
Well, yeah.
but yeah, probably that. I don't know. I guess just spending it with people I actually can get along with versus
Yeah.
whatever else I could probably not enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was like the highest praise you
Alright.
can give someone. Some people I
That's
can
right.
actually get along
He's talking
with.
about
Someone
us,
I can
guys.
tolerate.
He's talking about us, guys.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Look at his face.
Rude.
That reminds me, we were watching Criminal Minds the other night, and there was this episode with the serial killer that was like had two swords
Oh,
and
God.
a hoodie, and I was like, Luke was like, "Oh my God, it's Grim,"
Oh, it was
and he was in New York.
Frankie Muniz
Yeah,
Oh, really?
played
Oh.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw this
Yeah,
he
episode.
like had a
was a-
psychotic break, and he was like
He was a
slashing
comic
everybody
book
with
drawer,
swords.
too. or-
Yes, he was a
Yes.
graphic novelist, and his girlfriend and him, spoilers,
Got jumped.
by a gang, and
his
she
mind
died.
flipped. Yeah,
And
sword murder.
He
ensued.
basically, like, while he was asleep, he didn't know he was doing it, and he was
Mm.
murdering all these people.
That was a good
But
episode.
he had like a hoodie
And the two swords. It
I
was, like,
holy shit.
so grim.
It was
Good
awesome.
thing I have like
Um,
8.
Yeah.
Do you know that in
Okay,
real life
so-
he has that problem?
What?
Like he doesn't kill people, but he can't remember ever being on a show or anything because he's got brain damage.
Yeah, he doesn't remember being in Malcolm in the Middle.
What?
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't
true?
remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he can't remember it. He don't know where he got all that money from most of the time.
That's crazy.
Weird.
I
Okay.
mean, legitimately, is it insensitive to say crazy?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I meant like, whoa, that's crazy. Not like,
Not he's crazy.
Right.
yeah.
He ain't gonna know. He ain't
Jesus.
gonna forget it as soon as you say it.
Oh, come on. Next question. Miles Tails Powers wrote in and sent us a link
Hold on,
to
hold on. I'm
you
stopping
guys.
you real quick. So, Tails from Sonic?
Uh huh.
That's Tails' real name.
Really?
Oh, okay. I wondered if it was like
Sonic.
something.
Miles
Okay.
Tails Powers?
Oh, he's
Interesting.
one of those guys that uses his middle name first. Then I guess.
Okay, you can continue. I'm sorry.
No
Interesting.
problem. So he sent us a link that's a trailer for a game called Death Stranding, not Standing.
Right.
Death
Yep.
Stranding.
Yep.
And he says,
Norman-
"What in the
Norman
flying hell
Reedus
is it?" So I just
Yeah.
watched it. Yeah, it's Norman Reedus. He said that he watched the trailer 3 times and still has no idea what's going on. For a fun game, try to describe what you think the game is going to be just based on this shitty trailer that doesn't show you anything. So basically,
Oh, Grim wants to
it's
go
just
first.
Norman Reedus.
Grim wants to go.
Oh, okay, Grim, you go first.
So, if you've ever played any of, the Metal Gear Solid games,
Right. Hideo
which
Kojima.
this is by Kojima, they're just all fucked up anyway. You're not going to
Yeah.
know what's going on until you actually play the game. Like, he's doing all this shit on purpose,
Yeah.
and there's so many trailers that he's released that have, like, if you line them up certain ways, like, there's a fetus that disappears in one scene and reappears in another scene at the exact same time. Yeah.
Doesn't it
Jesus
come out
Christ.
of, like, at the end of this one? Or was it this one? I don't know. if
This
it's
one,
this
it's
or not,
this
but-
one. It's in his mouth somewhere.
Yeah, where he opens his mouth and the fetus is, like, coming out.
Yeah, and it
of
gives a
his
thumbs
fucking-
up or something like that.
It's
I
weird.
haven't watched the
Christ.
most recent one.
It's weird.
So,
I mean,
what, Grim, if you had to guess what the game is going to be, what would your guess even be?
I have no idea, because honestly, when they showed stuff about it, it was going to be another Silent Hill, with Norman Reedus, but now it's not.
No, yeah. Who knows?
So now it's its own entity because he even created his, like, he just broke up away from that.
Right.
Like, he's his own thing now. Yeah.
Yeah, Kojima has his own studio. Is this the first game from that studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it literally could be anything. There's no knowing what it could be. I could say it'd be some, like, psychological kind of game.
Probably. I would guess from the trailer that Norman Reedus found himself stranded on a deserted island.
Okay.
And it's a survival game where you have to try not to die. That's my best guess.
Yeah. I have no idea what the actual game is going to be about, but I'm guessing it's probably a third-person adventure of some sort based on all the other games that are, in his repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
Repertoire.
I'm guessing that's what kind of game, like, the gameplay is going to be like, but beyond that, you can't predict anything he does. If you've never played any of the Metal Gears, the stories are so ridiculous and like, it's political and just confusing and twists and tech involved with politics and weird shit.
Okay. I'm going to
Nick,
explain
did you watch
this.
the trailer?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like to look at these questions, but I kind of have to now since I'm filtering them out.
Right.
Okay, this is the thing. A meteor hit the Earth, and it poisoned everything in such a way that all the babies that are born die immediately. So to save the human race, they found a way to traverse into the realm of the dead to retrieve a baby and bring it back to the real world, and that baby comes back to life. And also sometimes there's a baby in your mouth.
Through Norman Reedus.
Through Norman Reedus.
Yeah, because
I was going to say, I was like,
he's part of the
What was
squad
that movie?
that does that.
what was the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger had a baby? Was that Junior?
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
Yes, maybe that too.
Male pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, God. Yeah, I forgot about that. Terrible. Jesus.
So that's my theory.
you know what? That theory is about right up the alley of what Kojima
Oh,
would
okay.
do.
Well, we'd get along just fine then, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
Sounds
planning all
about
these
right.
ridiculous stuff, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Do that, Kojima. Do that. It'll be a hit.
Hideo Kojima. All right.
Okay. Last question is from Dean is in hell. I wonder if it's a supernatural.
Oh, I bet that is too.
No, it's somebody
So-
who's super religious that likes community.
No. So Dean is in hell says, did any of you see the YouTube rewind for this year? Be honest, how many of these people did you recognize? And in the parentheses, he put, this can tell how, like, what your age is. What do you think of PewDiePie now being invited?
I think it's
To what?
not
To what?
being invited.
Oh, not being invited. It doesn't say that.
Oh, it says now being invited.
No.
Probably not.
Probably not being
Yeah.
invited.
Instead of
PewDiePie
now, it's
sucks, and I don't give a shit how many people like him. I think he's terrible. He's a terrible, racist, loudmouth asshole.
I have a question.
Sure.
What is YouTube Rewind?
It's like it shows the top videos for the year
Okay.
and the top producers.
So
of the
by
year.
that answer, you can tell that I have not watched YouTube Rewind.
I didn't watch it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
And don't know about any of that. Other stuff.
I wouldn't know any of the people.
Technically,
Tay-Tay
what
on
they
there?
do
I
is
have no idea.
they invite all the people who are in the top channels, and they make something with all of them. And there's so many people over 1 million now that it's like a long video now.
Ugh.
So it's literally people who are YouTube famous.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I probably wouldn't know any of them.
I mean, unless like Yogs are on there, that's about.
They're probably not even high enough to be on there.
Oh, they are. They have
No, they're
8
not.
million subscribers or something like that.
If you're comparing Yogscast to PewDiePie, there's no way they're anywhere close to that.
I don't know.
Unfortunately.
They are pretty well known.
I knew like 4 people out of like 70 or something like that, maybe.
Jeez.
Like, I don't know how many were actually in it, but it's right about showing your age, because the first one I watched a few years ago knew everyone. Now I don't know anyone.
And now you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know any.
I probably didn't know any of them in ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big YouTube fan.
Graham,
What?
do you know what we're talking about?
I don't watch YouTube.
Yeah.
You do sometimes.
I do,
What
but
are you
I watch.
talking about?
I watch
I do
very certain
sometimes.
things. Like I watch like League or something, or
disc golf things.
like just random, disc golf or Yogscast. That's about it, honestly.
I only ever watch Yogscast. That's really
And that's
it.
just good background stuff while they play like TTT or something.
Mhm.
By the way, we should try to get that set up. That'd be fun for all of us to play.
What is that?
You ever played Trouble in Terrorist Town?
It's basically Gary's
Ah.
mod.
It's one of the Gmod.
I have
Games,
played a
mini games.
Gmod thing. Puppet.
You played,
Search.
Prop Hunt.
Prop
Yeah,
Hunt.
we did.
Prop Hunt.
Oh, I'm having a stroke. Prop Hunt.
Do you smell toast?
I think
Yes,
it's
but that's just because I'm making
toast.
toast.
It's been in there a long time now.
What is the acronym you're supposed to do? Is it STOP?
I don't remember.
Man, we should probably know that.
I should know. I think it's up at work, like on a poster.
It is, yeah. That's
Well,
why
if something
I was
happens to me on the podcast, I'm dead. There's nothing you guys can do for me.
Can we? Do you have a pulse? We just
Just
yell.
yelling at you.
Hold on, I'll check.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that was it.
Slurred speech. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
That was it.
I don't know. Anyway, that's it. We'll wrap it up there. Go to the website. Follow me on Twitter to enter the contest. Win some free games.
Does anybody have anything to add before we wrap it up?
You always do that.
I
As
know,
I'm wrapping
because-
it up, you stop.
Well, because maybe Grim has something he wants to tell everybody before we
I think
just
you already
wrap
did. It
up.
was that fuck off thing.
He would have. Yeah, he said.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, to make sure nobody has anything important to say before we just cruise on out.
They would stop me if they did.
I don't know.
They would.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
Go to the website.
Flow killed.
If we don't see you or talk to you guys before Christmas, Merry Christmas. I don't know if we'll have time to do another one next week or not. So
Well, we should.
hopefully, but just in case
We
we,
I mean,
should
we
have
are doing
got
this in the
Dino
middle of
back
the damn
or
week.
whatever.
I know.
It's already next
Maybe we
week.
can ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can ask him.
Dino, man, where's that guy been?
Baby, it's Dino outside.
I know. We're going to see what that guy's been up to.
All right, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Grim. Grim.
Say it. Say it.
Say goodbye.
We can't leave until you say it.
You can't just shake your head.
Is there a raptor around here?
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
Well, that was the best podcast ever.
Nick.
Fuck you.
Oh my God.